Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big Shaw.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we're checking out Trophy Achievement, A Mystery Solved Part 2, where we find the rest of the 50-letter scraps and solve the mystery of Lenora Johnson in Grand Theft Auto 5. Alright, so we've already covered the bottom half of the map, most of Los Santos, a little bit of the early areas you can see here. Now we're moving along to number 26. This one can be found on Vinewood Hills, and it's on the Mountain Trail Vista Overlook. And there's a giant orange glowing ball. If you're flying in a chopper, as we've recommended, you can find it pretty easy flying around once you know the general vicinity. And if you're driving around by car, then good luck to you, sir or ma'am. Yeah. So chopper location can be found. There's a couple of them, obviously, but the most I guess the easiest and fail-safe way without having to pay is shown in the first video, so make sure you go check that out. Here's number 27. It's along Tongva Valley Highway. It's literally next to a tourist info sign. As long as you know the general area here, this one can be reached by vehicle pretty easy. But, hey, when you know that the next one requires you a chopper, might as well go get you a chopper. All right, so here we are out on the East Coast. And this is just over the halfway mark of the overall map. It's kind of a tricky landing out here. And this one is going to be out on just a random rock. And it's a secluded little island right outside of the Power Stadium. Shout out to Wallace. What's up, buddy? We'll take one last peek at the map so you can see where she blows off the East Coast there. And 28 is now officially ours. And moving along. Oh, kacha onto the side of our kachapa. That's what we call a kachapa. Alright, so here we are in a little butt crack. It's off the East Coast. There's a little ravine. And then inside there is a nice little cave. And inside the cave, you can find on the left-hand side sandbar, there is letter scrap number 29. Now on top of that too, there's a nice boat here, so if you're not rolling a chopper around, this boat makes for a nice little getaway. But when the rest of the scraps are on land, it doesn't help you with the goal of getting all 50 letter scraps, so gotta stay positive somehow. And here we are in the left sandbar, and one last peek deep inside the crevasse. It's easily into the small intestine. And there we go, 29 now collected, all to the yeah. Nice little kacha into the water. Alright, 30 was kind of tricky. Not really. Again, the chopper really helps out because you can kind of fly above and see everything. Looking down on things, you can find a little, I don't know if I'd call it there's like a cave almost. And we'll show you here. There you can see it now that we just bailed out of our chopper. Easy there, Trevor. Meth is a hell of a drug. Alright, so we kind of got sidetracked off the left here. If we would have just ran straight ahead, you can see there's some train tracks that just kind of disappear into the wall of the mountain here. And there you go. There's a little loop-de-loop. Right up in there is where you're going to find it. And it'll just land right alongside the train tracks. And now we got 30. Look at that. We're well over halfway there. Nice little kacha for celebration. Alright, 31, Lago Zancudo, and it's south of Fort Zancudo. This was the biggest pain in my ass ever. Like, out of all 50, this was by far the hardest for me to find, because everything out in this swamp looks the goddamn same. So, do your best to try to pinpoint this map. Now, look at the bridge off in the background. There's a mountain, Fort Zancudo's over there. So try to use these things to help you because everything looks the same out there. It literally took me longer than it should have. But now that you have an exact location right there, hopefully that'll help save you the time. All right, here we are, number 32, Route 68 bridge. Under the bridge, beware of a cougar. And I ain't talking about your mother-in-law, ladies and gents. I'm talking about an actual four-legged cat with an attitude that wants to bite your ass. And then you can hear him, and best bet is to immediately pull out your gun and just try to auto-lock and blast him. I got lucky. Didn't have to go to the hospital and get eaten or nothing like that. So, good stuff, good stuff. All right, so here we go along the bridge. Under it, you will find what you are after. Number 32. Oh, yeah. Boom, ka-chow. That was a serious faceplant. right into the cougar. That's what we call a cougar kiss. I don't know. That was lame. Cougar kiss. What is that? What's up, Kraus? Shout out to HTG Mark. All right, number 33 is going to be up at the Great Chaparral. And I'm probably saying that wrong. Chaparral. There's a bail bond farm, and there's a billboard sign at the bail bond farm, and it's right behind there. It's kind of hard to miss once you know the location. And thank goodness we showed you twice. Oh, Super Kachow. Didn't quite make the full rotation. See, that'd be cool if there was a little parkour going on. You could actually like do flips if you timed it right. That would be sweet. Just saying, Rockstar, if you're listening. All right, so here we go. We're out at Harmony in the Red Lights track, or Redwood Lights track. And basically, we're going to go out into this big circular area, and there's a couple of pieces of rebar sticking up. Looks like they're going to put a pole or something there. Pole in a hole. I don't know where they would have got that idea from. Alright, so right inside there and on the little metal grate, you can go ahead and slap that scrap right in your back pocket there. Slap it in your billfold. Ka-chow on your way out. Ka-chow, sorry, ka-chow. It's not even a word. Ka-chow. Unless you're Lightning McQueen. Oh, yeah. Alright, 35. This one's going to be on what we would call a triple nipple, or maybe even a quadruple nipple. There's a big stack of rocks out on the Grand Sonora Desert. It's kind of right by the airstrip. In fact, it's right next to the airstrip. You can see it there right behind me. And there is, I assure you, a place that you can climb up with ease. It took us a minute to find it. And you could probably land up on the top of the chopper, but it is a little sketch on the top ledge. So we opted to not do that. And to be completely honest with you, I think we had lost our chopper at this point, too. I think we crashed it. Not exactly sure. What's up, Amperage? He's a fellow 503 member. Haven't seen him in a while. Actually, haven't seen a lot of 503 members in a while due to the lack of clan-based games. Got a lot of them coming out, though, soon. Battlefield 4 looks promising. Hopefully, Grand Theft Auto will make some good use out of their online stuff. And, yeah, H-Hour, of course. Got to give a shout-out to the Soft Studios production, H-Hour, coming out sooner than later, hopefully. And yeah, I'm just killing time as we drop off the triple nipple right into our dome. 36. All right, this is Harmony near Joshua Road. It's kind of a weird little sidestep. And talk about intricate landing here. How about this, ladies and gents? Got to scoot it on over a little bit. And this is just at the top of a work building, so it's like a sand quarry. Lots of construction-esque things going on down below us. And there's a little side road there, and that's where you're going to want to be. Look, if you look, it's just straight out. If you were to get at that airstrip up above and just follow out straight from it, it is literally right there. All right. There's a way to get up here, too. You do not need a chopper. I was showing you the ladder just to represent the fact that if you are traveling by car and not by parachute or chopper, then you can access that as well. So it's good to know. Good to know. All right, now we're going to move along. That's back to Great Chaparral, and it's in the graveyard. And this one, there's a big church, like a white church. It actually kind of reminded me, I don't know if you guys played Red Dead Redemption and the Nightmare and all that, but there's a whole sequence where there's a bunch of zombies coming to get you, and you got to defeat the horde, and you're fighting them off at this church. It kind of reminded me of that church. I'm sure it's a lot different. It's been like 2 years since I played RDR, but anyways, little side note for me there. All right, moving along. Here we are in Sandy Shores, abandoned motel. Watch out for any floaties in this pool here. This does not look healthy, I can tell you that. Should put on a hazmat suit, but we're Trevor. We don't care. We probably made this pool. You know what I'm saying? It's our little cesspool. All right, so after I do like a spin to win and kind of get dizzy there, we'll go ahead and show you the map, its exact location. And I was going to try to ka-cha down onto it, but I failed. Anytime there's something like a ledge that you can fall off of, I always try to ka-cha off it, but it always seems to grab that animation and do that instead. All right, 39, we're almost in the home stretch. This is in North Chumash in the Raton Canyon overlooking Cassidy Creek. And this one was the second most difficult one to find. we showed you the location there. There's a little dune buggy right up above us on the road. So if you're looking and you're driving or flying and you can find the dune buggy, you know you're close. And again, utilize the sound here, because if you're close, you will hear that paper fluttering in the wind, and it can be very helpful once you get close. So A to the F, 40. Mount Chiliad, Alamo Sea, Miller's Fishery. All right, so I really don't know what that slew of words means other than the fact that it's our location. And there's a little wooden boat out by the water on kind of this little, I don't know if it's not an island, it's more of like a little peninsula or something. It's just a little nipple hanging off there, a little ball sack. And we'll go ahead and grab that and ka-cha into the water. Hopefully don't get eaten by a shark. Or if you do, you get that trophy achievement for that, huh? We got a video for that one as well. We are still taking requests. It's not going to go on for a whole lot longer. We're into week 3 since release now. Or I guess it's week 2, but whatever. And here soon we'll be moving along to some other games. We got a couple big AAA titles coming out in the next few weeks. Plus we got new consoles coming out too. So I always try not to date my videos, but at the same time, you know, when it comes to talking about requests and things like that, I always want to make sure that if it's January of 2015, we're probably not going to be taking requests for Grand Theft Auto 5. We might. You never know. All right, here we are, Mount Gordo. Gordo Burrito. That's a nice little inside story from PAX regarding Mark. This one's easy. You just find the lighthouse out there. You can find it out on the little island right off the land there. And we'll go ahead and grab that one and throw it in the bag as well. All right, 43. This one is in Grapeseed, and it's right off of Grapeseed Main Street. And there's actually a whole bunch of long, like covered, well, it turns out they're grapes. So there you go. They're little rows of grapes. We'll go ahead and get in the second one from the road. Not to be color biased, but it is the white one. And we'll run all the way to about the middle here, and you'll see it flashing from a distance. And there you go. Booyakashow, number 43. So you can see it's damn near halfway through it. I don't know what that point of interest was doing there. We'll go ahead and remove that. Got a little button happy at some point, I guess. Okay. And then book it back to the chopper. Get it to the chopper. Alright, here we are off Mount Chiliad State Wilderness. And this is, there's actually another trophy achievement up here too at the Altruist Cult Camp for delivering basically an innocent person. You do need to be Trevor. And I personally have not done it as of the recording of this video, but both Doug and Jeremy, well, and Mark actually, all of the rest of our crew has completed that. So everyone else was kind of unknowingly doing it, and so I'm the last one. So I'm sure there'll probably be a video up for that once I make it to there. Yeah, and that was a pain in the ass too. I parked the chopper up top and I had to run all the way up and around. It was a long journey there, so beware of that. Maybe park a little bit lower. And here we are out of the lumberyard in Paleto Forest, and there's a road that comes out of kind of like the mill itself, and then as it makes its first turn and straightens out, that's where you're going to want to start looking and listening for the paper sound. And let's see if we can get a good ka-cha. Oh, look. Oh, that was awesome right there. That might have been the ka-cha of the day. And here we are. So this long double straight line is not a penis that wasn't finished drawn. It's actually representing a cable car system that goes all the way to the top here. And you can either ride the cable car system and basically, you know, be in the second half of your life by the time you get there, because that thing is not very fast. Or you can fly a chopper up to the topper. That's what I did. The chopper to the topper. And there is a parachute here, so if you did ride the gondola all the way up here, you can pretty much get it the hell out of Dodge pretty quick. We tried to pick it up, but we're still packing the parachute from the crane downtown from video 1. And that would actually be another reference to our parachute fail video. We picked up a parachute, but never were able to use it. Here we are, number 47 in Paleto Bay. Here's the beach house, and there's kind of a, I wouldn't call it a secret entrance or a secret stairway, but on the side of the house, there's kind of this short little alley, and the alley will be your only way to get up the stairs. And up at the top on the roof there, you'll find one of the last letter scraps. So we also want to tell you, too, that we did include, after you get all 50 letter scraps, there is one more little task that you have to do. And because it was a little confusing to us, we're going to go ahead and explain that as well. So nice little bonus treat for you. But you have to do it in order to get the trophy achievement. Mystery solved. But yeah. All right, here we go. A broken down ghetto house. There's a little back porch. All the windows are busted out and everything. But inside, you will find the 48th letter scrap. And we'll go run back to our chopper. All right, here we are in the northernmost road. Well, almost northernmost. It's the northernmost highway. How about that? Haha. Cha-cha. And at the rest stop, you will find there is a left and a right side, left being the men's. And you will find the scraps sitting right there on the steps. And then we're literally going to go pretty much right across the road here. And there's a nice little hook coming off the road. And it's a hobo camp. You can't miss it. And, well, I guess you could miss it, but you wouldn't want to. There's some health in there, too, if you're lacking on the health. And once you complete all 50 of the letter scraps, it actually gives you this document. And you can scroll through the document. Feel free to pause it and read it if you want, if you missed out or whatever. But it basically gives away the location of a killer. At this point, we actually need to switch to Franklin. We went to the location at night, and that may have been our fault. We went at night, and we were not able to get anybody here. So we got a little tip saying that you had to be Franklin in order to complete this. So we switched to Franklin, and we waited till daytime, as you can see, and now we're going to make our way there. So rather than drive all the way there and show you that, we're going to go ahead and just teleport there. Cha-cha. Look at that. Didn't know Franklin could do that, did you? Well, he can't. It's the magical world of editing. All right, so I am going to go ahead and shut my trap here. I know that some of you have stated that I need to shut up and let you listen, so I will actually do that.
No offense, but I'm not reading any screenplays. Huh? I mean, you're from the hood, right? You don't want to pick up the guns, because, like, if you pick up the guns, everybody dies. It's tragedy, pathos, tedium. I'm bored. Unless, you know, you're here to copulate. I'm here to what? People. They want to consume me. They always have. To touch the hem, you know, so to speak. And who's to hold that against them? I don't. Well, what time is it? I got a few minutes before my colonic, you know, if you want to suck me off. I wouldn't mind.
Motherfucker, do I look like I'm here to suck you off?
I don't know what you're here for, chum. You're like some barely credible deus ex machina sent here by random chance in order to challenge my impending divinity.
Man, I don't know what the fuck you just said, but guess what? I'm here for this, chum.
What's this about?
Do you know her?
Security?
What's her name?
Security, this guy's trying to rape me!
Leonore Johnson.
It's not what you think.
The one who pants you fucked over after you killed her just because you could.
How much you want? How much money you want?
I got enough motherfucking money, homie.
I'm famous. Fuck you! I can do whatever I want. Those are the rules.
Okay,
civilian.
so as soon as he starts running, the best bet is to try to switch to your weapons and shoot him. The goal is to kill him, and to be honest with you guys, little spoiler alert, I fail miserably. So I could not get my aim right. I tried to auto-lock, and it wouldn't do it, and then he makes it out of there. So there is a sports car if you didn't bring one. My chopper was a little too far away to get to because I wasn't sure where he was going to run to. But you're supposed to find and kill him. Now, you only need to kill him in order to achieve gold. Now, I totally went on my own status here, and I actually mess up here in a second. I think I catch the wall there. Invisible stopping point. Anyways, if you kill him, you get the gold. If you fail, then you don't. But either way, you get the trophy. And unfortunately, I knew that I was at the end of the mission. It said mission passed. I put my controller down to stop the recording and start typing and labeling. And it cues this save screen, so I apologize. I'm usually better about getting the trophy popping on a legitimate screen here, but this kind of gets lame, so lame. All right, so a mystery solved trophy achievement has now been acquired. You all have an idea of where all the 50 scraps are. You know what you need to do afterwards, and so hopefully that'll be helpful for you. And that will wrap up a mystery solved trophy / achievement where we found all 50 letter scraps and solved the murder mystery. Feel free to head on over to Facebook, Twitter, comment, vote, subscribe down below. HappyThumbsGaming.com is available too. Yeah, so that's going to be part 2. That's going to wrap it up. We do have some other collectible videos available for you, and we are taking a few requests still for another short couple of days here. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in. As always, until next time. See ya.